EG actually banned it in the second phase.
Yes.
Yep, so making, because in C pubs there's this one guy that spams Lycan all the time, and he would always like try to ban out that hero. So I have my fair share of like experience playing against Lycan.
Right, okay. But it's not something that crops up. Is it more of a specialist hero, you know, or it's a more situational, just
just Bloodseeker just ruins you. Like you're trying to run around, you're trying to gap close and kill your enemies, then he ruptures you. Then what do you do? You just sit there.
Sit still.
And your ulti runs out, and you're like a creep after that. A tanky creep.
Also, find a lot more Bloodseeker in pubs.
Oh, hey,
can't play support. There's been the jungle up.
There's been a good amount. What? There's been what? There's 4 Bloodseekers I think played so far. I can remember 3 at least off the top of my head.
I can remember at least 3
4
instances of it being in the bans as well.
Yeah, and in the bans too.
Yeah. It's featured, and here we go. The adventure begins.
Oh, there's an IO left.
They're gonna pick Wiz. They're gonna right now
EG wants
they are first pick. So for once they're changing their draft, their first pick. Like I mentioned about the CM, I actually talk a bit about CM. How CM is really crucial in the meta between these two teams. Two teams that are trying to play a lot of focus on the laning phase.
Is it Wisp or Puck? Is that the discussion they're having right now?
Do they give the Puck? I think they should probably.
They probably should give the Puck. Yeah.
You think they should give the Puck? I haven't seen EG play with the IO so much though lately. I know they of course can, but
I don't know. I'm a person that does not like to give away Wisp if I'm playing against EG or Liquid.
The nice thing about this CM Coddle ban is that it protects yourself from that bristle a little bit. These are 2 heroes that really empower the bristle, make it into a much stronger version of itself, and that means EG don't have to worry about it as much coming as a 1-2 pick from Liquid.
So many great signs from the crowd. It's so cool. Love that there is love for these players.
Liquid definitely did not expect this ban. Like during the breaks, usually you talk about what your opponent.
They want bristle.
They want bristle. They're gonna bristle.
Okay.
They're giving the IO taking it.
It's like you're not gonna first pick bristle. You're not gonna first pick.
Is this a little reminiscent of your chess days, Winter? Just thinking 3 steps ahead.
Yeah, of course. Like during the breaks, that's what you do. You try to anticipate what your enemy is moving. You're predicting what they want to do, so that when you go in, you have a very good plan and a good idea towards what they want.
Yeah, IO does get picked up by EG though.
So EG does pick it, but you know, both these teams know this hero very well. So Liquid, like GH, knowing this hero so well, he can know what's good versus it as well. So they can go for the bristle, and they can go for something like that. Yeah.
Team fight, usually team fight.
Go for the Shaker.
They go back for this classic duo combination. Shaker is really good with bristle for like 2 reasons. Like bristle needs a hero that can disable, and Shaker is a hero that can ensure. Like if you put the bristle off lane, you can ensure the bristle does not get crushed in the laning phase. You fusion and you make sure he gets his levels.
I feel like we're finally at that point where like there's that meta game kind of developing in between the
grand
drafts.
final meta.
We're finally seeing like the small little adjustments, the IO being like, all right, we'll let it through, and then Liquid like Sven ban. It's not at all been a first stage ban, but Liquid no. If they first do pick the bristle, then you suddenly look at EG with IO plus Sven, and Sven being the direct counter to the bristle.
That was the first game draft, right?
Yeah, we saw Miracle with it.
EG first pick bristle, Liquid respond with IO Sven right away.
Yep.
Oh, there is a meta being established, and I love it. A Dro ban as well. Despite countering it so well in the previous game, we see Liquid unwilling to give it back.
It's with the it's
with the puck.
With the puck, yeah. And it's even with IO too. IO's looking at that kind of like enrage for the Drow Ranger too.
I mean, right now the thing is like EG has they have already regained their flexibility in their draft in the first phase. They have the puck, so it might be off lane, might be mid, and it's gonna allow EG to have a better way of hiding their lanes and drafting against Liquid. They do still remove the lone druid at the end. Yeah. Benno again.
Have they banned that in the early game?
Yeah.
They banned at the first game, right?
No, second phase.
Second phase, first game.
Yeah.
They're targeting a lot of Arteezy's hero pool, Drow, Sven, and Venno.
Maybe it's Arteezy's turn to play something like
Give him something else. I feel like Arteezy, in fact, you know what, that's something for me to do. Let me look up what he's played this tournament, because it does feel minimal. Let's have a look this week.
I love seeing all 5 sitting around each other. How come we didn't do that, guys?
Yeah, that was exactly what I thought when I saw this around Kuro. They had the headphones off, we were just talking on the mics, like, yeah, this looks way better.
I can't even hear what Yannis mentioned. I just kept alternate Bristol back. So just
pick Bristol back. Suggest pick Bristol back.
What is EG looking to get rid of? The Darkseer's still in the pool too, but they have Ray of Bristle and Earthshaker, but they've run it in so many different ways.
The Bristle for them has been more in the off lane than most teams. So I was thinking back to the Kiev Major with the Puck, the Dreamcar on the Roche with the Legion Commander, the overwhelming odds, and more importantly, the duel against the Bristleback could be something EG might want to consider.
That's I would say a hard counter, more or less a hard counter to Bristol.
There's a Dazzle though.
That's true.
Does make it a little bit different, but it is, you know, very good versus Bristol. And
10 seconds.
could be an interesting pick as we've seen previously.
No cheese for you, Liquid.
Fair call.
Every time there's a Dazzle, or
Are we back to those times, you know, every time you see a Dazzle or a Oracle, then Huskar has to be back.
It's like, oh, we don't have stuff to deal with Broodmother, you ban the Brood. You don't have stuff to deal with the Huskar Dazzle, ban the Huskar.
It is crazy how much these bans look completely different, completely foreign from the rest of the Moscow games.
Reserve time.
Just shows that we are into that grand final meta, and a grand final it has been. You can see Crit has the opportunity to put the cherry on the cake.
There's still a clockwork in the pool, though.
Yeah, they need some kind of like frontliner, right? Razor's pretty decent, but
Universe is talking, maybe suggesting they are discussing his hero, so.
SumaiL back on it.
I kind of like the clock against the Shaker and the Dazzle. Those are the two heroes I like. Bristol, not so much, but
Axe, yeah, Axe is
Axe
great
is
for
like
Dazzle.
Axe is like the
Same
Legion.
idea as Legion, yeah.
Yeah, and it's better because of the Dazzle.
Tanky frontliner.
That's actually, yeah.
That's
really
actually
nice.
way better than the Legion here because of the Dazzle.
Actually. Really good.
You're trying really hard, Alex. I appreciate your efforts here in the draft.
Thanks, babe. One more.
Reserve time.
Liquid. Wayne. What are expectations here for this one? Is it completely up in the air? Let's not kind of
I think they probably want to pick a good mid
speculate.
hero. Put the Bristle safe.
Dragonite? Dragonite decent? No.
I mean, do you really want to follow Gods' Dragon Knight? It's a tough act to follow.
Okay. What else are there? I don't see
Get
any
a
like,
support, do the Shaker mid.
but it's against a Puck.
Yeah, not great.
You're gonna get crushed quite hard, I think. You want a good matchup though. That's the thing. You know it's a Puck.
Is there that many direct counters to Puck?
Wouldn't say counter, but
Just lanes well.
Just
Okay.
lane. You don't want to have like a very tough lane against that.
Ursa.
So what? Mid,
So Bristle
no.
mid,
Bristol mid. Ursa carry.
or is it maybe Shaker mid?
God. Yeah. SumaiL is taking his Puck, and he's going to be testing his luck as they try and take us into a fifth. Gentlemen, is this the last game of Dota of Epicenter? Is the question you'll be answering now with your predictions. I'll work our way back to Winter from Fogged.
I think
The Axe
I
pick.
think AG got this, and they might be able to put the Razor mid. And if they put Razor mid, Razor's gonna do well against Bristol or the Ursa, and maybe do some like 1v1 X bottom and aggro trial in top.
Is he going against Bristle?
He's going
It sounds like
against
he's
Bristle.
against Bristle.
Ooh,
First time for everything, folks. Gods.
30 seconds remaining.
It's not easy, I understand.
Yeah, I really like the X pick.
Same.
Higher train. Oh god, it's still Bristleback though. Gonna go with EG.
Rest your buttocks on that white picket fence. Still though, our casters are ready.
misgivings about EG's lineup. Just a few, though. Can you do an introduction, like Vilat?
What, in Russian? No, yeah. I don't speak Russian, Ben.
You just need to say their name.
I should, I mean, I can't. What was the word you got told?
Spasiba.
Is that a rude one?
It's thank you.
No, that's thank you, isn't it? That's a polite one. Thank you indeed.
Well, dude, you can turn anything into bad manner. At the end of the game, thank you.
Spasiba.
You're not thinking creatively enough, Owen.
Absolutely not. Everything can be turned into an insult. It's how the internet works and how it functions.
I'm glad we finally see an IO Arcana.
I'm glad as well. A lot of people skimping out on the compendiums. Gaben is not happy. But yeah, absolutely. Zai, he is not one of them. We're in with the levels. Looking absolutely beautiful in that Arcana.
I wonder if the runes show up a little bit differently. I haven't seen Wisp too much. Maybe they do. Do you like Portal?
I do. Who doesn't, Ben? Especially when, I mean, I want to go to TR, Ben. I'm not going to say it's an awful game. But no, it's a good game. Of course it's good. I love it. Best game. Mid lane, though, this matchup we've got. We're going to have MATUMBAMAN in the middle, then on the Bristol, going head-to-head with SumaiL's Puck. Down on the bottom, Universe already caught in a bit of trouble here. They're trying to man up against him. Fisher blocks were good, but now the turnaround potential. So, with the coming in just in time to give Universe a bit of that lure.
Wow, you see Axe's quick play. He has like next 10 years planned out.
Oh, has he? He's a man that likes to plan, Universe. He's got it all sorted. They're trying to find out Zai. Bullying back a little bit, spread Universe and Zai apart, break apart their love.
There's no... I don't think you could do that. Not this game. There's no good way for them to assault the IO, however. Maybe Ursa later, but even that's not particularly great because he could just tether away if he's in a good position.
Yeah, he's going to be tethering for days. Sub lane, got Crit and Arteezy.
They have a lot of appeal for the IO. Like Axe is really good, Living Armor, Overgrowth, Puck Coil, like Berserker's Call. Pretty much all their heroes can peel away from IO.
GH will Fisher apart Universe, but again Zai tethers across, Crit with the TP, and now EG looking for the turnaround. They look towards KuroKy, getting a couple of spins and bringing him down low. EG making sure that they have a strong hold on this laning stage.
They wanted to put the Ursa versus the Axe, but it doesn't really work that well when it's a 3-on-3 situation. 1-on-1, the Ursa should do fine, but not when there's this much interruption and conflict.
Dropped on a sentry, just in case we were to have the vision down out here. Here we go with the call, looking to bring Miracle down. They won't get the kill, but nonetheless forcing him back, making it very hard for Miracle to find much at all from this bottom lane. It will be a slow start for the Ursa. Mid lane, GH has got his sights set onto SumaiL.
I'm very surprised that Matumba's playing the Bristle. Like maybe Miracle doesn't play it. I know MATUMBAMAN plays Ursa, so that's not the point in question. But looks like MATUMBAMAN, still a fine mid laner, has been
this is interesting.
Playing mid a lot.
So GH, he's blocked off the courier with the Fisher. He just ignores SumaiL. He says, I'm going for your courier. And in fact, he gets it. Will pay with his life, though. But I love that. GH just nonchalantly, I'm going to Fisher, I'm going to walk in, I'm going to kill your courier, and I don't give a damn what you do in response.
That's next level.
Yeah.
That's probably the most next level career kill I've seen.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, man.
And I think, you give away your life, but we've seen before how much that courier does give in terms of value.
Yeah, I don't think Puck needs to bottle crow that much. It's just, I don't know, the amount of stuff that these pros pull out is just always impressing me. Blocked in the courier.
Nonetheless, though, side lane-wise, Miracle, 9 for 2 up top. Arteezy having the much better lane. 17 and 14 on the last hits and denies for this Razor early on.
The problem with Darkster safely is that you can't creep skip. Normally you creep skip in this matchup because Razor can't tank the wave at the tower, but in the safe lane, like look at the position that you'd be in.
Bottom lane again, trying to make a move in onto Universe, but as we're seeing, even with the Fishers, just not enough control to allow Miracle to beat down into the Axe. So that initial bit of a boost of armor with the Berserker's Call. Certainly helps him out survive the first few swipes.
It's a good rune for SumaiL. They're already 1,000 gold lead ahead. He's already the highest net worth hero. This will accelerate his farm even further. Looking at the stacks for Liquid, I see one large ancient stack on the top spawn and there's 2 camps at each of the ancient spawns. So MATUMBAMAN will be able to catch up a decent amount. I believe he's the only hero on the dire side that can do it, unless you want to drop the echo on it.
I mean, is it expected for this mid lane matchup to go this one-sided, or do you think this is just the fact that it's, you know, no offense to Matumba, but he's in a mid lane matchup against SumaiL?
I don't think it's that great for Bristle just because his base damage isn't that high. He also doesn't have the aid of Siamara. He also doesn't have heroes roaming mid for him. So in a straight one-on-one, I think SumaiL is slightly better at the CS and he has a more favorable matchup. And he's also had the Wisp coming in a few times to tether him up, give his mana. He did have his bottle time, I suppose, but he did end up getting the first blood, or at least taking part in that.
As we can see, 1,200 lead at the moment, so EG across the board looking a little more solid here in these lanes. Arteezy continuing to get absolute free farm on this top. We see Mind Patrol heading away, looking to the jungle to pick up some creeps, but this is just leaving Arteezy untouched. So they are going to have to worry about a Razor that's getting a lot of farm. I mean, SumaiL in the middle getting an insane amount on this puck. It's just where do Liquid kind of look to, who do they look to shut down and punish first? They, as we've seen in these early minutes, they've focused Universe, but they haven't been able to do too much about this axe at all.
I don't really know.
Like where do they go?
Puck's not very capable. Razor is what they call a dead laner that you just don't, you either have to commit too many resources or he's just not killable in this situation. So I think it can only be Universe. It doesn't seem like a good option, but I think it's the best of the 3. Ideally, you shut down their supports, but at the same time, they don't actually have to kill anyone. They can just farm up through Ancient stacks. So it's not the worst thing in the world that they're still have a big fat goose egg on their side of the scoreboard.
GH trying to make it go in, but again, Zai's there with a quick TP and tether through, and now EG, they're ready for the turnaround. Battle under onto GH, they'll chase him down, bring him out. EG, they're the ones to find the kill, and again, another failed attempt from Liquid to try and make something happen on this bottom lane. Mid lane, SumaiL dancing around with Matumba, just have to be careful, the quill sprays are too much. Getting a little too greedy there. Trying to find the kill, but had a hefty amount of quill spray stacks built up upon him.
Yeah, I think one more right click would have done it for him, even despite having the 4-man shield. Well played, sir. Well played.
Liquid finding themselves a bit of fortune in the middle lane, which they desperately needed.
Ursa's at least getting decent levels. Level 5 on a core in a 3-on-3 situation is pretty unusual.
Yeah. But just look at Arteezy. Because of his lane, he's nearly level 8. He is 700 ahead of Miracle at the moment. He is going to be exactly where he wants to be on this Razor. And when they start pulling together, EG, and look to push and fight around Universe, who'll hope for that quick blink timing this game, it could get pretty scary for Liquid.
So one ancient stack down, MATUMBAMAN taken down with relative ease. He did have, it looks like the shrine was blown a lot earlier, so at least he didn't have to commit that. But yeah, net worth pretty close to even. They did spend a lot of their time focusing on stacking the ancients instead of winning out the lane, and now they will be able to equalize it a tad bit. Wisp, not quite level 6 yet, but Tower under fire.
What do we think about the pickup here from Arteezy going for the Soul Ring on Razor?
I think it's fine when they're in this one-on-one situation.
On mid lane, Dreamcoat drops to SumaiL, spots out GH with the help of Crit's positioning, and EG find the quick kill. On the sidelines, though, MATUMBAMAN looking for Zai, will go for the quick TP out, and he makes it as well. Zai escapes. SumaiL able to trade quite a bit of damage there onto MATUMBAMAN in return.
The tree proving to be hugely problematic for them.
And KuroKy GH come in, they don't have the detection. GH, if he was a little early with that TP and Fisher, he would have found him, but he doesn't. And all of EG getting away from that play in the mid lane, bottom lane as well, as we can see once again, Universe just out-bullying Miracle. We can see every time that Miracle tries to go in with the overpower, Fury swipes.
Wait for the shrine.
The spin damage is too strong, and again, Miracle comes in close. What is he doing? You can't man fight an axe like that. I mean, I guess, yeah, he did have the enrage, but he didn't get it off in time, as the cool and the spins were too strong, and Miracle just gives away a solo kill to Universe.
They just shrined too. I'm surprised he didn't go back. He was at critical HP. Easy dunk, even, would have been pretty simple for him, but yeah, MATUMBAMAN gets a big stack. Maybe he wanted to drag them away from the stack, I think.
I guess, yeah. But I mean, it just looks so cocky there from Miracle, just trusting too heavily in the fact that he may have had the chance to get that Enrage off, but the Berserker's Call made sure he couldn't. Down, they've found SumaiL. He's already thrown out the orb offensively, and Liquid, they will look to punish it, and they will do successfully. They'll bring down SumaiL. So talking about Miracle's cocky plays, SumaiL comes out with one himself.
It's very hard to dodge the Quill Spray, just because they come out so frequently. Even though they are a projectile now instead of being instant, it's you just can't dodge them all.
And we have it. 10 minutes in, very close between the two sides. As you said, MATUMBAMAN with that boost from the H is now sitting at the top of the net worth.
So Arteezy using a Soul Ring to cast Plasma Field pretty much every wave and get rid of the Ion Shell that way.
Okay.
It just takes Plasma Field plus a couple of right clicks in. He doesn't have a CM. IO has never been up here.
Now, they want to he's trying to make a go onto Mind Control. GH is there with a Fissure. And Arteezy nonetheless will steal a hefty bit of damage. Won't be able to get the kill, but now they find himself in a position to put some of that onto the tower. Does have to be careful though, because Liquid, they've got 3 heroes on their way towards him. Miracle coming in as well. GH, he's just got to look for the initial lockdown, goes for the Fissure, tries to get the enchant totem after Shock Punch Rock, but it's not going to be the case.
His
Miracle,
haste just ran out.
yeah, can't quite close the gap.
At least they're defending the towers at the moment, but they're scrambling. And looks like Universe is going to have a very fast blink at this rate. Talking about, what, just 400 gold right now? And they invested a lot of early heroes to try and shut him down.
Mid lane. GH would have loved to try and abuse that ult, but I believe didn't quite have the mana there for a Fissure to catch SumaiL out post Illusory.
Got those illusions.
So he is good to go. And yeah, it'll be just very interesting to see how Universe makes his moves.
There's
Miracle
more and more ancient stacks. It just seems like they're just popping up non-stop. This amount of static can come out from Liquid is unrivaled.
Mid lane in again, trying to go in for the catch onto SumaiL, but understandably proving very tricky to control. In the top lane, EG eyeing up the potential to go in behind the tower. Miracle only being backed up by KuroKy for the moment, and they brought Zai up her as well, EG. Along with Crit.
They need Crit here, or else he can just enrage TP.
Let's see what they can do, and there's the Axe Blink pickup. Universe has it.
That's very fast. They do have Relocate up, but it looks like they are going to try and kill the mid laner, Bristleback. He has a Vanguard. He's very tanky. I don't know if this is going to be a kill for them.
I mean, yeah, they dropped the... Even with the backup, a couple of spins and a dunk down. We'll take Miracle out for the count, and here we go. Universe looking to close the gap, but MATUMBAMAN's there with a wraparound. Quick Will Spray to make sure the Universe has no chance to get off the blink. And now MATUMBAMAN making a beeline straight for Zai, looking for the IO. Will he find him? Zai will pop. Liquid, they find themselves the first, now turning for more. Echo Slam coming up, and GH looking to control Arteezy. And Liquid, can they find the Razor kill? They can. A second one down. Universe comes back in, but he's so down low. Liquid just blow him up.
I have no idea where MATUMBAMAN came from, but that definitely won the fight.
He just waltzed in, and they could do nothing about it.
Yeah, ideally you have an Observer Ward behind the tower. Okay, you get a 2-man call on Axe and dunk into tower. That's exactly what EG wanted, but no, they had a Sentry Ward prep behind, so they knew that the kill, that an Observer Ward was not there, and they were able to jump them because EG had no idea where the Bristle was. That one spray to disable Axe's blink, and then it was all history from there. So Puck went for the Veil first, still a little bit slow on his Blink Dagger, but that's a huge loss of momentum by EG, losing a big fight off the reveal of the Blink Dagger. And you kind of deal with Bristleback, but do they have enough burst right now to even deal with it? Overgrowth does no damage. Axe, he needs a lot of ramp-up time in order to kill people. And by the time you steal enough damage or get enough minus armor on the eye, he's already turned around. So your kill window is very small.
They have to get that cool onto the Bristle, make sure that they're spinning those axes into him from the face. as otherwise you're right, there's very little chance of bringing him down at this stage of the game. With the farm that he's had, with those Ancients, MATUMBAMAN in such a brilliant position for this game.
They need to deal with his Shaker. Like, the Shaker is just so disruptive to these fights. You can't leave him alive, or else he just stuns and stuns and stuns and stuns, but they're having issues with the entirety of the Liquid lineup, and the problems will be compounded once Roshan becomes available to Ursa. He is finishing up his mask right now, his last piece of his Vlazanies. He still needs about 300 gold, so Mind Control will try and create a little bit of room for him while Miracle finishes it up at the neutrals.
Arteezy looking to finish off this tower. Should be fine to do so. GH will throw out a Fisher. I'll have the fortification as well, but at the same time, it's bottom lane. The Liquid are trying to make a bit of a push here themselves. MATUMBAMAN going in. EG do bring the full 5-man down here to try and tackle him. Can they kill him? That's the question. Oh, Universe ends up going down. But oh my, he got a triple. How the hell? What the hell is this hero? I mean, that is absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe he got a triple on his way out. I mean, he's a bristleback, I guess I can't believe it, but what the hell? And now SumaiL caught out as well. What a hero, Ben.
Yeah, look at that damage. 5,400.
15 minutes in the game doing that much damage output with, what, 5 heroes closing in on you?
I think
that is ridiculous.
A couple of things happen. Firstly, they don't have armor on their side. They have the Puck Veil, but Razor didn't go for an armor build. I see him go for like Blade Mail very early on, but Aquila as a cheap armor item, it only gives you a couple of armor. That's not really enough to tank this amount of Quill Spray. And they had to use the Axe Call to buy time for people to come in, which means that, yeah, he's going for Shiva's next.
I like that. You know? I mean, I feel like he's got the damage now. He just needs to stay alive and be able to chase him down.
I'm trying to think about why he's getting that over a different item. Like, let's say Solar Crest is pretty common, but Shiva's is very unusual. The attack speed slow is okay, I suppose.
All right, yeah, I mean,
but it's not amazing.
Yeah, it's just only going to really cause issues for Razor. But anyone really wants to right click, but
maybe it's the gain distance in between him and the Razor so that he doesn't get linked. I think
that could be a certain one.
Because I can't really think of another reason why he would get it. Like, Halberd is not that great versus Razor because you get purged immediately afterwards. It also doesn't do anything about the link. Linken's is okay, but you're not guaranteed to stop the link. So Force Staff is terrible on him. You'd rather get on support, but maybe Shiva's he can just run away from Razor or even just straight up tank the Razor. And there's more and more stacks. It's like magic.
Arteezy very close to that Aghanim Scepter now. Just the final 1,000 to climb through.
The Shiva's also just really good for team fight. 40% attack speed slow on everyone is a lot of damage mitigated, especially when like the plus damage talents on Axe and perhaps Puck come into play.
It's definitely going to be the effectiveness of having it at such a quick time as well. I mean, this is, you know, he is on par to hit it.
That means
before that 20-minute mark or around it at least.
Yeah, combine that with the Dazzle Weave. That's going to be a lot of armor. And the mech already on the Darkseer. So that means that SumaiL has to do the majority of the damage in these fights. Let's watch that triple.
I mean, watch this again. This triple kill. Never have you seen a triple kill pulled off with so much ease, thanks to the OS Frog himself. Bristleback.
Well, they also didn't run in front of him.
I think he died and then he realized, he was like, oh, I killed them. Well, even MATUMBAMAN couldn't believe it.
The boot guy was clapping behind him.
That's actually Ice Frog.
Look what I've created.
Look what I have done.
I made this.
Mid lane, Universe looking for the jump in. Doesn't actually get the call off, and in fact now he's in trouble. Echo Slam comes out. They will have the Dream Colt on the backside, coming in trying to, but oh, the vacuum wall there to punish Sai's attempt to do anything. Mind Control says, screw your friendship, we're going to send you straight to the grave. And, EG is starting to slip.
The clean initiations from Liquid are nowhere to be found, or from EG rather. Universe cannot get the easy blink calls and a Puck combo that they're so desperately looking for. Roche drops so quickly.
This is getting very scary for EG. Those last two scenarios not ending anywhere near the dream that they would have hoped for them to. 12 for 5 lead now, 19 minutes in, 5.5K in the net worth.
Something that's incredibly difficult to balance, I think even more so than Bristleback, is the neutrals. We did come off a big patch where neutrals came from 2-minute spawn to 1-minute spawn, but at the cost of them being decreased by 20% in the early game. But now that the game has progressed a little bit further, I say a little bit further, it's only 19 minutes in, but you're able to stack every single minute. It makes heroes that takes ancient stacks with ease, like Bristleback, much, much stronger in the game. I think that even might have had a bigger impact on Bristle's pick rate rather than the buffs to Bristleback himself. But who knows where neutrals are going to go. Could be 1-minute spawn, 2-minute spawn. I actually like the 2-minute spawn.
I like the 2-minute spawn.
But it just depends on what heroes. Like, if it's a 1-minute spawn, you're going to see like heroes like Sven and Bristle a lot more. But Bristleback, he could buy a Shivas right now if he has the side shot.
Yeah, he's going to head there now and look for it. 20 minutes, Shivas guard completed on Bristle.
It also makes the blink a lot harder for the Axe. He needs to stand way further away, and even on the puck too. Like there's additional things that you need to worry about in canceling your blink, aside from the Quill Spray. So Axe Blade Mail is pretty good. Oh, the additional armor from the Shivas is incredibly good against the... with the Shivas guard is incredibly good against the Blade Mail, but there are plenty of other armor items.
SumaiL takes one look at Bristleback and nopes himself right back.
Keep in mind he also has the flats, so he'll be live stealing during the blade mail, and he'll be and he has additional armor.
Yeah,
so
to help him against the physical reflector. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. They've itemized quite well versus and weave. If he has like 10 stacks of weave up, there is no killing this Bristle boss.
What can EG do? They themselves, they've got Arteezy pushing out the top lane, keeping the farm up. 1,500 between himself and Matuma middle lane. Oh my goodness! They had the ward out, they had the vision. SumaiL just got absolutely starred upon there. Straight up jump in and echo as the creeps came in. And that's no puck for 35 seconds. Liquid realize they have an opening. A good one as well, and they'll push in onto the tier 3. Fortification and the living armor come through. Trying to hold Liquid back. There we have it immediately. The link broken by the Fisher, by the Shivas guard. It's so hard for Arteezy to keep the gap closed. Universe will jump in with the call, dragging MATUMBAMAN a miracle weapon. There we have it! The vacuum wall comes out from free. Mind control into the combo from G8 and EG. They're down 3. They're down Arteezy as well. They'll buy back immediately. But Liquid, I mean, this series, the momentum that they've built up the whole of this land really coming into play. Saying, how can EG stop it? They'll jump forward, they'll pop the Aegis. 20 seconds without Axe though. Universe, their big initiator that they really need to have any sort of chance of stopping Liquid from hitting the racks. There we have SumaiL. Jumps forward, MATUMBAMAN brought down to half health. And it looks like it will be enough, so they'll hold onto the racks at least. But Liquid, they are just playing so damn well.
Mind control, time and time again. That's their biggest team fight spell, I guess, with Echo Slam, but Echo Slam usually comes after a big combo like that. Woof! Mind control, mind control, mind control.
Mind control, dogs. I mean, it's always been something that, you know, since the start of his days in professional gaming, it's something to be worried about.
SumaiL, classic SumaiL. Dying a lot, but still gets plus damage talent. It's bold. It's bold.
They're going to try and fight this here. EG, can they take Liquid down outside of their own base? The Shrine to fall, and it looks like, yeah, with the speed it's going down, they don't want to risk it. EG will back off. They started to move in and maybe think about trying for a jump, but they know it's so hard to take fights, so, I mean, let alone outside their base, and taking fights at all, because of the lead that Liquid now have.
I think in this entire series, Liquid have been dealing with SumaiL very, very well. There has been that ever-looming question, oh, how do you actually deal with SumaiL? And they like tri-laned him one game, they dual-laned him another game. They take outplaying out of the question with something like Earthshaker. It's very hard to outplay like an instant cast. When there's projectiles coming at you, like Sven's Thunderbolts, it's pretty easy to dodge. But when you have instant cast Echo uphill, there's just nothing you can do. Phase shift, yeah, it has to come preemptively, and those sort of things just aren't possible when there's an Earthshaker in the game. Earthshaker Singing very good at dealing with a hero like Puck, and a lot of the teams have not been picking like instant cast, no cast point spells against the Puck that EG have preferred.
Arteezy with his build. The Axe, casual plate mail into now what looks to be the BKB that he's hoping to farm towards.
BKB is...
It's a bit of a sad item for the Razer. I guess, you know, where you feel you have to get it, but...
You want armor. You want to Shivas yourself, I would say, this game, to kite all these melee heroes. But if you go BKB, you don't get hit by the vacuum wall and the Echo. So it's pick your poison decision for Arteezy. Liquid storing down mid. Rex exposed. Going for mass armor on MATUMBAMAN. And an arcane rune. Oh my.
Yeah, that arcane rune means that this man wants to fight.
So they want to take out this next shrine, it looks like, before they secure the next Roche. Just systematic approaching from Liquid. They don't want any chance of being picked apart by EG. Frame Protector very good at isolating people when they're split pushing alone, but when they're at 5 like this, there's no pick-off possibility.
Oh man, Arteezy needs to get out of there straight away. And he will do so. Mind control, seeing if he could close the gap with a vacuum. But Arteezy is out, back to safety. In fact, EG.
It did buy them a small moment where it is MATUMBAMAN and Miracle isolated the tower, but everyone collapses.
I was going to say they're coming across. So EG, can they actually abuse the fact they're apart? No, they can't now. Liquid are all back together. You will be tackling the full 5 if your Evil Genius isn't looking to fight now. Can they get some sort of a quick pick on the side to start the fight off?
Earthshaker's on the high ground.
You see the courier.
The chicken kill is not worth the element of surprise here.
What kind of a jump can they get? Universe is going to reveal himself, and the blinking is not good. It's not the start they wanted on the side. GH has already found SumaiL with the Echo Slam, and Universe gets taken down. The Axe is gone. Zai focused as the second target. Dream Coil there to try and hold them back, and in fact, Zai will survive. Arteezy in the midst of it all, dealing a good amount of damage, but the whole of Liquid just surrounds SumaiL. They surround Artur. They're both out and down. Zai tries to tether himself away, but Miracle comes in with the blink clap. That's a 4th down crit. The last man left alive, but Liquid, they're not going to let him live much more. They close in on the tree and take down a 5th. It's a team wipe. Liquid 21-5, 26 minutes in. EG may have won one game in this series, but overall Liquid are just absolutely dominating them.
Another outplay by GH. He dodged the blink call, cast point on call, makes that a pretty difficult spell to land if GH is paying attention. He also Fissure blocks the rest of EG's lineup away from Universe. They kill Universe, and then on top of that, when SumaiL blinks in, he echoes him, so he doesn't get the burst off. How incredible is GH?
Now this is an insane performance from the whole of Liquid. Individually and as a team, a lot of highlights this game and this series. Mid lane, Universe again, he tries for the jump in, but he catches no one in the blink call. There in response, the 3-man vacuum comes through. The shrine not enough to save Universe as he's down. He will buy back straight away. EG, they need to find something out of this. MATUMBAMAN giving a lot of damage up to Arteezy. In fact, that's a massive kill. Arteezy taken down. EG, they need something more out of this. They're looking for mind control. He'll try and surge himself away, but with the ult setup, mind control, can he get out? Fissure's there from GH, trying to do everything he can to save mind control, but Universe comes in, has the call. EG do find a second.
I believe that was one buyback coming out from Axe.
Just from Universe that fight. But it was a big defense for EG, the best gold swing they've had all game. Getting that kill onto MATUMBAMAN.
And not losing their melee racks. And Roshan is up right now. Oh, this could be disastrous. Actually, their Roche lineup is terrible. What am I saying?
They're not getting Roche back.
Razer is
not getting Roche.
Probably one of the worst safe laners at taking out Roche.
Carrying down the middle lane, we'll see if they can get more out of this. Miracle and KuroKy will dust up from the smoke up from the sidelines. Mind Control's back in, and so is MATUMBAMAN. There's no Shaker for 30 seconds. When MATUMBAMAN ready to lead forward, they're going to buy back on the Shaker. Liquid know if they take this fight, it could be the game. They'll look towards Arteezy, vacuum onto 2G. Actually whiffs the Echo Slamming on the back of it all, but Universe has been taken down. He's out for a full minute. Miracle focusing, Arteezy gets the bash. The overpower builds up. The overgrowth will be there to hold back Liquid, but only for a short amount of time as Miracle continues to close in, take down the Razor. EG lose 3. SumaiL with the quick orb and blink away will survive for now. They've got a buyback available on IO. No buyback for either Arteezy or Universe, but it looks like they'll be fine for this time, at least in terms of the base, as they are going to look to take down Roshan Liquid. Mid lane, SumaiL trying to solo GH, but he's just a little too damn tanky on this Earthshaker at this stage of the game. And there we have it. Roshan, of course, will be taken by Liquid. Miracle picks up the Aegis, and EG, they need to pull off another defense like they did last time. But this time it's against that Aegis as well, in the hands of Liquid.
Bristle incredibly good with the cheese. I think it's way better that the cheese is on him, because then, like, when you get low, you're often just spraying out quill sprays non-stop. If you respawn with the Aegis, all your stacks fall off, and it's, you know, it's a sad life for a Bristle when you could be doing like 500 damage per spray. So let's see, can EG actually hold this defense?
They do have 4 buybacks available. So they have got those second lives. And they are certainly going to need it. Miracle now with the completed Aghanims on top of his phase, Vlad's Blink Basher.
They need a gem on Liquid. I actually think they're missing a gem. With the gem, I think this push would be pretty straightforward for them. But you don't know if EG has eyes on the low ground from a reserve reward or from crit just chilling in the trees. They have no idea what's going on over here. But still, oh, actually there's the gem in the backpack of Mind Control, or stash rather.
There we go. Surging MATUMBAMAN up. Universe needs to hit a massive call. He really does.
Not on Bristle though.
Oh, Miracle jumping in onto Arteezy. Glimmer Cape top though, and now gets the link onto MATUMBAMAN. Can he maintain it? No, the surge down. Oh, Universe! Oh, he gets the 4-man call. The back, the spins as well. Liquid being brought down low, but in return, the vacuum wall onto Grit, and Arteezy. The Shaker Slam comes out, but they have lost 2 Liquid. There'll be a buyback immediately from Crit. They know that they have to secure this fight. EG Arteezy on the way back up the high ground. The shrine is there. They'll keep Artur alive. MATUMBAMAN trying to dive in. Will find Ty. Arteezy gets himself back to the fountain side. Miracle. Oh, he's diving. Dives in. Takes the kill. There'll be a buyback. Can they keep Miracle held in range of the fountain? They can. It falls down low. The Aegis is lost. They've committed buybacks for this. They need to kill him a second time, but MATUMBAMAN's ready to come back in. Mind Control again with a 2-man vacuum crit. Can he get himself out of this? He can't. He falls as well. SumaiL and Arteezy left to try and hold Liquid out of the base, but SumaiL's been jumped up by Miracle. SumaiL, he does have buyback. He's going to need to use it. Arteezy for the oh, here comes again. Universe gets the call. Arteezy back into the fountain. He will survive. Universe trying to control off the backlines, but he can't. Gets bashed up. Axe is now down. They're down to the last 2. SumaiL and Artur. He's got the phase shift. Dodges the quill sprays. Sai is now back. Liquid now in a little bit of a risky position with MATUMBAMAN. Arteezy's trying to chase it down. We don't need a fight recap with a fight end up, boys. Here we go. MATUMBAMAN mans up. Chomps the cheese. Looks towards Zai. KuroKy's there. Zai will be kept alive for the time being. Arteezy's starting to slowly bring him down. Immediately Miracle jumps in, but he's being used up. They'll control him for the time being. Dream Cold as well. Held back, but he's got the backup of Kuro. Comes in with the grave. SumaiL jumps up with the enchant totem. Zai and Arteezy trying to hold out, but Zai is closed in upon. Arteezy now trying to get back to the Team Force. Back to the fountain. Crit is there. They'll have Universe back up in 5 seconds. Miracle jumps in onto Crit. The overgrowth comes through, but he enrages it off. Has the bash, takes him down. Artur jumped on as well. Universe needs to keep Arteezy alive. He jumps in, gets the call onto Miracle, but it doesn't matter. Miracle just man fights through with the swipes, with the overpower. Universe down, and Miracle will survive. GG.